my own plight with menopausal concerns, I said, why not educate everybody specifically on this phenomena that we all are may be experiencing, or people around us may be experiencing, so that we can understand this process a little bit better, so that not only can you understand the process, but you can then have a little more, what's the word, empathy for the woman or women in your life that are experiencing it, as a specific type of crazy that comes with it. I am absolutely somebody who can speak from experience of what menopause can do and has done in my life. And so, and to really share some drug free ways that you can help to balance your hormones if you are a woman, and if you are a man, you can graciously uh, what's the word, graciously suggest suggest some of these things to people that are having those troubles. I'm just trying to get, okay, I think we got it, the background noise. And so, there's traditional, there is traditional hormone therapy, right? And then there is ways to combat this thing with other options. You know, I highly discourage hormone replacement therapy because of how many problems people have with this hormone replacement. A lot of times, we are looking for relief, and sometimes we will go to the doctor, and the doctor will give us these things, and it's, these remedies that they have, they're pharmaceuticals, so they cause a bunch of trouble. And so, to alleviate the trouble, there's some options. There's things like essential oils. Essential oils. And this was a great reminder for me too, because I had been using what I've been using all this time, probably at least a year. And this is the third thing that I've used that has worked. I Sometimes what happens is our body changes, and you have to change what you use. And so originally I was using a herb called Marifica, and that knocked them out. After maybe 3 days straight on the herb, it knocked them out. But after being on it for 6 months, it stopped working. And so you have to find what works, and sometimes you have to kind of switch back and forth between the things that do work. So these essential oils that was listed, I completely forgot about them. So essential oils like clary sage, geranium, lavender, pine, and rose are all potent natural alternatives to balancing female hormones, especially during menopause. And so it really can be, something that is life changing. I saw I don't know whether it was 2020, but there was a wife, and she kept having these angry outbursts towards her husband and towards her son. Hey, Stephania, and people were that husband and son was ready to go. They was like, she's crazy, she keeps going off on the stupidest things, and it was very petty things, but she had no control. Some people get the emotional piece to it, where they are having these crazy mood swings, and they just can't help it, and the smallest thing will tick them off. Like this lady, they showed her going off about dishes in the sink, and it was like DEFCON 5 up in that house over dishes. And the husband was just like, he just picked the dishes up, put the dishes in the trash. I cracked up. He was like, honey, don't you worry about the dishes in the sink. I got it. Picked all the dishes up and put them straight in the trash. Now we don't got to worry about no dishes. How about that? And so that wasn't helpful. That wasn't helpful. But the whole exchange was all because of the mood swings from the hormones. So essential oils are really a good option. They've been used for millennials to treat many health concerns. So given the potency, versatility, and effectiveness, I'm not surprised to learn that essential oils are a good option. And it's funny because I completely forgot about essential oils. So a lot of women have successfully used essential oils to alleviate premenstrual syndrome, PMS, menstrual cramping, and other symptoms. Some use the essential oils aroma in a diffuser, and that's probably the best way. And Marcus, you just get your wife a diffuser that's sitting next to the fan that she already got, and just put that over there and add those things to it. And so you can diffuse them in a diffuser, or you can use them with Epsom salt and create an amazing bath. And so there's so much that is emerging, telling us more about essential oils and how they can really play a beneficial role during menopause. And it's certainly something that you want to review. And so, menopause, people think of it as a season of your life, but it's medically defined as a marking of the cessation of a woman's menstrual period for 12 months. And so, menopause really signals the ovaries that are producing less estrogen, so you will no longer have the ability to have children. And so while some get to that stage earlier than later, the typical range is 45 to 55 years of age. The average age is about 51, but most women who experience the change of life is always similar to what your mother experienced. And so you want to check with your mom and find out. Listen, when I think about my mother, that just tells me that I ain't got nothing but hell to look forward to, because all I remember is my mother walking around with a wet towel around her neck for forever. A wet towel around her neck for forever. So that just tells me that the future is not bright. Join the meeting. This for me started at age 45. I'm now 56, and it is still an issue. It is still an issue. I remember when I was probably about 47, I was having a hot flash in the middle of the Ross store, and this older woman walked up to me. She said, "Oh, baby, look at you. You going through the change, right?" And I said, "Yes, ma'am." And she said, "It's only gonna last about 10 years." And I remember just busting out crying in the middle of the store because she told me that these hot flashes was gonna last 10 years. Here I am now, 10 years in, and she ain't never lied. But that day when she told me that, it was so terrible. My emotions was all over the place. I was crying in the store. So I understand the mood swings and all of the stuff that comes with it. So that's what happens. So one of the primary treatments for menopause is hormone replacement therapy, which has been linked to cancer and other bad things happening to the body. So we don't want to do none of those things: breast cancer, uterine cancer, dementia, all kinds of, like, why, like, makes no sense. And so the Women's Health Initiative did a study with 160,000 postmenopausal women, and it showed that the hormone therapy was not suitable for all of the women. Not only did they get those things, but it increased their risk of breast cancer, dementia, and stroke. And so that's a no-go. So there's some signs and symptoms of menopause. And so I know what they are because I experienced them. But some arise during perimenopause, and that means some people get a practice run before they actually go through menopause. And so you can go into perimenopause in your 30s. Perimenopause just means you start having hot flashes, irregular cycles, all these different things. So it's like a practice before the actual run, which I think is terrible too. Like, no, no, it's terrible. And so it is like a phase that leads up to menopause that can last 8 to 10 years. And so some of the symptoms of menopause could be bone loss and brittle bones, libido, particularly a decreased interest in sex, sleep changes, including insomnia. I'm outside, the bugs want me. Insomnia is terrible. Insomnia is so bad sometimes. It's just like I've been up 24 hours. Like it's terrible. Hair changes, including the thickness or texture of your hair, increased body or facial hair, mood changes, including anxiety, depression, and irritability, vaginal dryness and pain during intercourse, hot flashes, muscle loss, voice changes, irregular periods, especially during perimenopause, night sweats, weight gain, and that weight gain particularly shows up around the waist. Talk to me, somebody, tell me. Especially around the waist. That is so terrible. It's bad enough that you got the childbearing years and everything that you deal with children. And now, here in the second half, it's just more drama. So, yeah. So, beyond hormone replacement therapy, doctors will propose treatments or medications that target specific symptoms that arise before and during menopause. Like, for instance, rather than trying to treat the whole person, they may say, well, let me give you something for the bone loss, or let me give you something for the hot flashes, or let me just give you something for your emotional well-being. And so instead of treating the whole person, and so these symptoms are so annoying. They show up at the worst times. I usually have a hot flash right after I spent $100 getting my face done by my makeup artist. The last thing you want is a hot flash after you got your makeup done. Like, it's the worst. Like, or after you have gotten completely dressed up for a formal event, you got your heels and your gown on, your face is beat, your hair done, it's pinned up, and then here it comes. Tell me, oh girl, you glistening. No, I ain't. I'm sweating. Ain't nothing glistening going on. I'm sweating. And the sweat is unapologetically everywhere. Under your arms, on your back, on your stomach, on your butt. It's everywhere. Just sweating ridiculously. So they are absolutely annoying. Okay, who's that? Hold on. Who I need to mute? Oh Lord, is they at the bowling alley? Hold on. Let's see. Mute that person. Hold on, y'all. How you mute these folks? There we go. Mute. All right, I got it. All right, we got it. Okay. Let me move out the sun a little bit because you get a little phone getting hot. These iPhones don't like the heat. Okay. Let me turn it around a little bit in the shade. All right, there we go. All right. So we know they're annoying, and some women experience these symptoms, and they can really be, horrific, not only to them but to the family members that have to see it. And so, if you're feeling like you're really out of control, maybe seeing a professional. I would always tell people, look for your local naturopathic doctor in your neighborhood. They are there. We just don't look for them. The first thing we do is we just go to a medical doctor. So look for your local naturopath. They are there. Your local holistic practitioner, and they can help you to work through the essential oils or the bioidentical remedies as well. And so there's a growing segment of women who feel very uncomfortable with the idea of using this hormone replacement therapy. And I know that because I was one of them. And, normally as women, we talk. That's the best thing about being a woman. We talk about everything. And so, we talk to each other about the things that we use, for these types of issues that come up. And when we talk about hormone replacement therapy, the women who have tried it, they talk about the things that they've experienced. And then the women who are considering it is like, nah, If that happened to you, then no. And so let me let these folks in. Hold on. There we go. And so so it's important, for you to, query your group. Ask your group what's up, because your group women especially will tell you, what they feel about it. And so every woman's body is unique and will respond differently to different forms of treatment, including the oils. So you kind of want to work with this holistic health practitioner to find the remedies that are going to work best for you, that address the specific concerns that you're having. Um, and so essential oils really can provide you with the best of both worlds by helping to relieve some or all of those nagging and bothersome symptoms of menopause, and avoiding all of that harmful stuff that comes from conventional treatments. But we definitely don't want anything that's going to make us sicker or make us have more problems than what we were looking for. Admit. Okay. And so essential oils, definitely have a positive effect on the ability to eliminate or lessen the symptoms of menopause. But just be advised, when you are looking at these essential oils, you want to start using them in small doses. You want to do, definitely work with the practitioner if you can find one. But you want to use them in small doses to start with. And so essential oils can be used a bunch of ways. They can be used in a diffuser, they can be used in the bath, and they can be used topically. And so when you start thinking about how you use them, you want to be, mindful of, they could cause skin irritation when you put them on your skin. So you might want to do a small patch test before you do that. Never take them internally, even if you feel like they are food grade, without, some professional assistance in doing that. Some of the old folks, they give you oils and whatever, whatever, and they know how to dilute them by using coconut oil or jojoba oil. They can do that, but if you don't know, don't do it. So the herbs that the oils that are recommended is clary sage. Clary sage is known to alleviate PMS pain, relieve hot flashes, soothe stressful feelings, and improve hormonal balance. That's clary sage. And then there's geranium. Geranium, hold on, people calling me. Geranium has been shown to help balance hormones, improve the mood, as well as promote menstrual cycle regularity during perimenopause. Also thought to have anti-anxiety and antidepressant effects as well. Lavender. Lavender is known to promote relaxation and sleep, and now thought to aid in balancing hormones. It eases cramps, soothes your stress, and eliminates the menopause related headaches, heart palpitations, and hot flashes. And that's lavender. Lavender does so much. I love lavender. You can get it in so many ways. You can spray it on your pillow, definitely put it in your bath. You can put it in your diffuser. And then the next one is pine. Pine is believed to help reduce bone loss and protect against osteoporosis. And then the next one is rose. Rose is proposed as a strengthener of the uterus, which may result into improved mood and reduction in hot flashes. Come on, Rose. You ain't use your own stuff, Rose, to get the hot flashes down. Come on, Rose. We need to get us some Rose up in this building. And then the next one is chasteberry, or they call it Abraham's balm. It's long professed help with irregular menstrual periods and mood swings. So you want to use these oils aromatically in a diffuser, diffusing them into the air, which will enable you to realize there are many benefits without the safety risk of applying them on your skin or internally. Essential oil diffusers, they sell them everywhere. They're available online, your local store. I love the ones they have at Target because they're very what's the word, they're very home decor friendly, the ones at Target. Very beautiful. You can get them in a lot of different ways. Oh, let me let these people in. Okay. So Many women find it essential, beneficial to add it to your massage, so you can when you go to get your massages, you can bring your own oil that has that in it, or you can request it. And then you can also use them specifically yourself, mix them up with the carrier oil of jojoba oil or coconut oil, rub them on your stomach if you're having cramps. But you just definitely want to make sure that you dilute them. And I mean, there's so much information out there on how to do it. While peppermint oil is also a good one, I recommend this all the time for headaches. It's not specifically recommended for menopause. However, it has been shown to have a positive effect on headaches. I had a lady who used to have migraines really bad. Her husband knew one of my friends and called me up, and I told him what to do. Just take the peppermint and just rub it on her temples and then down behind her ears to the nape of her neck. This lady used to have debilitating headaches. That man called me up maybe like 3 days later and was just like, I can't believe you that one little thing changed my whole family's life. We've been dealing with this for 5 years, and you tell us one thing that changes everything. I think he owed me some money or something. I need to call him. But there's essential blends that you can put together. For a person that's suffering from PMS, you can mix 5 drops of clary sage, 2 to 3 drops of chamomile, 2 drops of geranium, 2 to 3 drops of lavender oil, and 1 tablespoon of jojoba oil or coconut oil with a handful of Epsom salt, and you add all of that to warm bath water and just kind of sit in the bath for about 45 minutes, and that will absolutely help to eliminate some of the PMS stuff. Now, if you're having this PMS hormonal balance, the blend for that is 2 drops of clary sage, 1 drop of geranium, and 1 drop of lang lang essential oil. So all those together with the Epsom salt in a bath. Also, for a menstrual massage for cramps, you can mix 5 drops of lavender, 5 drops of cypress, 10 drops of peppermint, 10 drops of nutmeg oil, and a 30 milliliter of carrier oil like coconut oil or jojoba oil. And then you just massage that blend on your abdomen or lower back before and during your period, or you can add them to a bath. You can also combine 3 drops of clary sage, 3 drops of juniper, and 3 drops of chamomile to another 30 milliliters of carrier oil and massage that into your stomach as well. Now, with everything that we do, there's always some risks and cautions that you want to take. Essential oils are natural, but that doesn't mean that they're safe in every instance, because formulations and doses and quality vary. So avoid taking them by mouth, even if you're convinced that they're high quality, because there are some high quality ones out there. You just want to make sure, with your professional, that you're using ones that can be taken, because they're so potent. And when you put them in your mouth, they can irritate your esophagus or your stomach or your mouth. So, you may have that irritation, and that's not what we want. And oils can even irritate your skin as well. So you want to just try them, and do like a little patch test, a teeny amount, if you're gonna, because there's spaces on your body that are more carrier friendly, like the inside of your wrist, the top of your arm, your forearm, not your forearm. Your forearm is down the bottom, up the top, the inside of your arm, and then the inside of your thigh. You can rub those things there, but you want to make sure that you're not allergic to them. If you're allergic to a certain plant that the oil comes from, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be allergic to the oil as well. So we don't want to have the skin irritation. That's why the aromatherapy by using the diffuser works, because it's not touching you; you're just breathing it in. So you want to really adhere to the dilution instructions. And if you find that you've taken too much, absolutely call poison control. Perform the patch test before you put them on your body for massage or other application, and introduce only one essential oil at a time until you know which ones your body can handle, especially topically. We don't want anybody having any allergic reactions. And if you want to know more, absolutely call me. And so if you do have an allergic reaction, it'll be hard to tell which one of them caused it. And so again, if you are allergic to the plant that the oil comes from, then you'll more than likely be allergic to the oil. So you want to avoid that. And if you're pregnant or nursing, you definitely want to talk to a professional before you do that. And so be mindful of that. And so the other part that affects your hormones and mental health and all of that is your lifestyle choices. That can have an overall impact on your health and vitality. What you eat, how much you exercise, the quality of your sleep also have effect, positive or negative, on your hormones. So besides using essential oils, women who wish to avoid hormone replacement therapy, you want to consider some lifestyle remedies. Have some stress management techniques such as controlled breathing, meditation, prayer, yoga. Avoid processed food, which often contain chemicals and toxic additives that interfere with your body's ability to regulate hormones. Also, certain shampoos have hormone de messing up us. Shampoos, lotions, all of that stuff, that a lot of the stuff that comes from over the counter are so toxic. So want to move towards more natural things to moisturize your body, to wash your hair, more natural deodorants, all of those things, because all of those things have hormone disruptors in them. So you want to be mindful of that as well. So adopt your that, and then avoid this processed food. I notice sometimes if I eat anything too spicy, it could incite a hot flash. If I drink hard liquor, the vodkas, the tequilas, the whatever, that will incite a hot flash. Sometimes even wine will incite it. So you have to figure out what your triggers are that cause you to have them. You want to eat healthy, a balanced diet centered around whole food, plant-based food, including organic vegetables and fruits, grass-fed dairy and meat, high-quality healthy fats. Get your regular exercise, and make sure that the program that you choose has a variety of activities such as core training, cardio, um, uh, stretching, weight training, and just avoid prolonged periods of sitting or remaining upright and active as much as possible during the non-exercise hours. Limit your caffeine and sugar intake. That caffeine and sugar can cause hot flashes like crazy. I took sugar out of everything. No sugar in coffee, no sugar in tea, no sugar in nothing if I can help it, unless it's natural. You want to maintain a healthy weight. If your weight is a little bit off, you want to address it, and start making the changes necessary in order to address the weight. If you are smoking, quit. Just quit. Reduce your intake of processed vegetable oils, some of which are genetically engineered. Balance your intake of omega 3s and omega 6s. Omega 6s are the ones that's bad for you. um, get sleep according to your age related sleep needs. It's really vital to avoid staying up and not getting rest, and those making sure that you get the right amount of fats too. So omega 3 fats are vital to our health. So it's important for us to make sure that we have those omega 3s. They did a study, the OBG They did a survey, and it really underscores the importance of omega-3 fats to a woman's health. And so it's good to help facilitate chances of pregnancy and infertile women. It lowers the risk of premature birth, increases the length of pregnancy and baby's birth weight, supports the development of baby's brain, helps to stabilize triglyceride levels, which increase during hormone therapy. And so the supplementation of these omega-3 fatty acids help to prevent preeclampsia, postpartum, menopausal problems, postmenopausal, osteoporosis, and breast cancer. So make sure you're getting your omega-3s. And so you want to choose a high quality source for your omega-3, such as anchovies, sardines, or wild caught Alaskan salmon. And if those options are not good for you, because maybe you're vegan or something, you might be able to. Well, I don't know if it's going to work for vegan because it's a fish oil, so it's going to have fish some substances in it. So high quality fish oil or krill oil, which are really good. And so, and then, the bioidentical hormones that I talked to you about yesterday, is not bad. Bioidentical hormones are available through what they call compounding pharmacists. And I told you guys I was able to find it online. So we're going to avoid any type of hormone replacement therapy that is synthetic or animal estrogens for hormone replacement. The types of estrogens commonly used in bioidentical is something called estradiol, estriol, and estrone. They're all commonly prescribed. I'm not going to read all these big old words, but they're really good for you. Good for you. And they're really good for women who are post hysterectomy. And then the natural progesterone that is made from it's called diogenin, which is extracted from wild yams or soybeans. But even though it's extracted from soy, it's a highly purified hormone that contains absolutely no remnants of the problematic soy substances. So whether you choose the essential oils or the bioidentical herbs, either one, it's really your choice. But they are natural choices that do not include um, the drama of the side effects of hormone replacement therapy, as well as changing your diet, your lifestyle, and making sure that you are walking minimally every day. And by doing the combination, I think that you will be able to get the relief that you need. And we know we need relief. I'm sitting here right now. I'm out here in the heat. And anytime I sit in the heat too long, it absolutely will incite a hot flash. So let's see. So I got time for questions. Look at that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So yeah, so bioidentical hormone replacement is definitely recommended because it comes from yams. And I just found out that yams are not the same as sweet potatoes. We say yams and we say sweet potato. They are not the same. Yams come from Africa and other countries, and they look like an elephant's foot. A yam. It's a big brown looking thing. It's huge. And a sweet potato is a sweet potato. And when I was watching a documentary on Netflix, and the lady it was like a journey through food that came from Africa. It talked about okra and how okra came from Africa. It actually came over on the ship with the slaves, but they were talking about the differences between a yam and sweet potatoes. So don't do like I did and start overdosing eating sweet potatoes because I thought that it was the same as yams. Well, it's not. So it's absolutely taken from yams. So you want to, I don't even know. I've never seen the yams that I saw on the documentary. I have never seen those yams in person. We only have sweet potatoes here in the United States. So, but this bioidentical hormone replacement therapy absolutely comes from yams, and so I'm excited to look at the herbal remedies, the essential oils, because that's not anything that I've tried. And the funny thing about it is, I use a diffuser every single day. And I didn't really start using them as much until the pandemic, because I wasn't going to live in fear, not letting people come to my house and all that kind of stuff. So I diffused eucalyptus and peppermint. Eucalyptus and peppermint in your air kills any airborne viruses or allergens or whatever. So I had a diffuser in every room, and every morning I would get up, fill them up with the water, put the eucalyptus and the peppermint in, because my grandkids came and my kids came, all of that. And just in case there was a little mixy in the world, I wanted to make sure that my home was protected. And so I just got into the habit of using it. And I do have one out here. Let me see. This is the one of the ones that I told you that was decor friendly. This came from Target. And so it comes off. You fill the inside with water and your essential oil. Cover it up, and then it just shoot out the mist. And right now I have lemon in it. It smells so good. And so they're electric, so you can plug them in. They do have some that have USB plugs that you can put in your car. You can have it at your desk at work. They are really, really good. And then I showed you this yesterday, the bioidentical from Smoky Mountain Nutrition. This is the progesterone. This is the estrogen, and then they have another capsule form that is made from green leafy vegetables, cauliflower, looks like cabbage and some other stuff. But they haven't completely stopped the hot flashes, but um, it has slowed down the my experience with night sweats, as well as the hot flashes as often. There was a time when I would have hot flashes every 3 minutes. I could time them like a contraction. And when you talk about this heat that radiates from your stomach and just spreads kind of out through your extremities, and somebody say the wrong thing, I could see how people absolutely go off, just snap out, because it's a feeling that you can't even describe. I know for me, when I experience a really bad hot flash, I immediately I go internal, and I start talking to myself, and I start breathing, because everything externally will make you crazy. And so in order to avoid that, you just have to breathe. And then I say things like, just hold on, it's going to be over in a second, just breathe through it, and I just breathe through it. And Kemp will tell you that time I was sitting with him, talking to him, and as I'm talking to him, all of a sudden my glasses steam up, and right at the very end of my glasses there was water. And he was like, he don't got no filter, right? He don't have no filter. He said, "What the heck? What just happened? What's going on?" He was like, "Lynn, come look at come, this girl, something's going on." But that's what happened. It was a hot flash mid conversation, mid whatever you're doing. They don't have no respect for your life and what you got going on. You could be in the middle of the most detrimental meeting about your future, and a hot flash will pop up so fast you start sweating all profusely. The people think you're going crazy. They don't know what's going on, and then you got to tell them. Yeah, and then that's the part that gives away your age. Like, oh, she looked like she. Until the hot flash come, tell all your business, blow up your whole spot. But yeah, so I mean, I've done a few things, and like I said, the other drug that I use is spelled weird, but it's from Africa. It's called Perifica Marea. I used that for a while. To It worked for me for about 6 months, so I can use it for 6 months, and then I have to do something else, come off it for 6 months, and then I can go back to it. So it's really a delicate dance that you get to do with your own body. So you have to determine, all right, the essential oils work or they don't work. The bioidentical, it works or it don't work. But absolutely, with all of that, with any of them that you choose, eating right, I noticed that the better I eat, the less hot flashes I have. The more I exercise, the less hot flashes I have. So I can tell when I've been not eating right or when I've been real lazy, because that's when the hot flashes are the worst. And so that means that you men folk, just take your wife by the hand and go for a walk. Hold her hand while she walk, and she thinking she going for a walk, but she just getting a little exercise to bring them hot flashes down and those mood swings and all of that. And she's being with the one that she loves the most in the world, and you can have a conversation and pick flowers and make it a whole event. And at the end of the day, 3 times a week, you just really trying to walk off those mood swings that you have in the house when the door closed. So yeah, so you could definitely do those types of things. And right now I'm looking for more fun ways to exercise. So I just signed up for double dutch aerobics. I love double dutch. I used to be the best double dutcher when I was growing up. So double dutch aerobics is here in Atlanta, but get yourself a rope and jump. There's also a dance class. I'm looking at Afro beats dance class. I love Afro beats. I love African dance, so I'm gonna go to that too. I'll let you know how that works. But it's all like a way to change my mindset about how I exercise. I don't want to just do jumping jacks and sit ups. I want to do something more fun. So I'm going to do the dance. I'm going to do, and I remember the very first time I did double dutch aerobics. All I know is the next day my butt hurt, which made no sense. Like, why do my butt hurt? And so she said, "Oh, because of the way that you lean forward and you jump, you exercising those glutes." And so my legs didn't hurt as bad. It was just my butt was hurting. I was like, this makes no sense. But double dutch aerobics, they have so many different, you can do jazz dancing, you could do salsa dancing, all these different things. And when you do them, it's almost like you just having fun. I also am taking up skating. I'm waiting for my skates to come. So I got skates and I got a new bicycle. And so all of these things are things that we enjoy doing as kids. So just get back to doing that stuff. We not too old. We could do it. We could do it. It's all a mindset. We just got away from it because life, got us working all the time, and we ain't really got time to be thinking about those things. But those are absolutely options. Matter of fact, when I was unpacking, I found my Jackson ball, because I was teaching my granddaughters how to play jacks. Guess what? I still got it. I played me a whole hand of jacks all by myself. And I still got the flip and everything. I'm like, yes, man. Listen, my mom and them used to play jacks, and they used to play up to 100. And it took me a long time to get good enough to play with them. Guess what? I'm still good. I practiced the other night. And so you just got to find more fun things to do. It don't necessarily have to be, we got to get up and do sit-ups and jumping jacks and all that. Not to say that's not a bad thing, but let's just do something more fun. Maybe one day a week you go to dance class. Maybe another day you ride your bike. Maybe another day you skate. And maybe I also have a weighted hula hoop. I have a 2-pound hula hoop. Hula hooping was fun, and I love my hula hoop. And it takes some getting used to because it's heavy. But listen, that'll get that waist right. Get your hula hoop. Y'all know this is the same stuff that we did. And you look at yourself in your 20s, because between the ages of 15 and 20, you was riding your bike, you were jumping rope, you were doing all of these fun things. Listen, get the dodgeball out, run around and play dodgeball with your people. Hold on, let me look at the chat because I can't see it in the dark or in the light. Let's see. Chat. Where's the chat? There it is. I say Sharon need a class. Why Sharon need a class? Let's see. I saw a question. What about cinnamon? Cinnamon is good for you too. Um, I can't think of. It's good for circulation. I know. And a couple other things. I'll have to look it up to tell you. I can't think of all of the things off of top of my head, but cinnamon is definitely a good option for overall body health. Um, so yeah. All right. Cool beans. Let's see. So it looks like that's all the questions. So Lil, we did good. We did real good. Hold on. Oh, DJ Lynn, I'm just now seeing that. Hold on. Let me do that now for these last 5 seconds. Hold on. But yeah, so if you have any questions about hot flashes, essential oils, whatever it is, absolutely feel free to ask questions. Feel free to Google. Google is your friend. They got all of the answers for you. Don't be afraid to get down with it and really pay attention and dig in and learn, because that's the way you're gonna find out what's best for you, by experimenting, trying the essential oils, even the bioidenticals. Okay, there she go. Hold on. I see you now. I couldn't find you.
Hey, were you looking for me?
Yeah, I was looking for you.
Oh, yeah, I've been here all along.
Listen, I couldn't find you. I just now saw you. What you told me to do.
Oh, yeah, I was trying to be of assistance to
I
you,
know.
though.
I'm sorry. Look, a day late and a dollar short.
That's all right, but I love the class. It's just what was I going to say? It came in my head. It came out. Oh, you gave me an idea with the diffuser because I have a gazillion of
Yes.
them. So I keep the peppermint and the eucalyptus blend.
Yes.
In there because I suffer with allergies. And this allergy season has just been horrible.
Yes.
And I'll leave the house and within 40 minutes, I'm tearing, I'm stuffy, can't breathe. People think I got the grip, got the COVID or whatever. I'm like, yo.
Like, I don't got it. I really don't got it.
It's my allergies. It's my allergies. So I do have a couple of really small ones that I would plug them into the computer. Like once I found my little spot that I was going to sit in, I'd set up my whole little environment.
Yes.
And I said, well, wait a minute, I can take this in the car.
Yes.
And so while I'm doing my errands, I can kind of, maybe try to ease my symptoms. So I'm going to try that. Thank you for the suggestion.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
And Sharon, I have one for you too. It's a little one.
Yeah, and I mean like I showed you the one that I had. That one, it came from Target. It's really cute. Target is a little bit more pricier. Let me just tell you that, because I think that one cost me $30. But you know who also has good choices of them? Ross and
Yes.
Burlington. Marshalls, yes.
The Burlington, yeah.
Yep, they have good choices for them too. As a matter of fact, because my sisters had asked me for them, and I was at Ross and got them for my sisters from Ross. So absolutely, you can get them anywhere. But I didn't
get those things anywhere.
Yeah, they may even have them at Walmart. I haven't checked, but I know Walmart when I was there, they had some natural air fresheners. You know, you guys, these Oust and all these different types of air fresheners, they are so bad for your air quality and bad for you. So stop spraying those air fresheners. Get you some diffusers with some natural stuff in there that will diffuse in your house, that will make your house smell good. Try to avoid that. But I noticed that Walmart has a brand called Room Essentials, and it is essential oils that you can use to spray in your house. Not these aerosol cans of crap that they sell. All of that air out and all of those. Those things are terrible quality and terrible for you, terrible for your family, terrible for your animals. There's so many chemicals in that, so you don't want to use that. So use your diffuser to get those good smells in there, or use something like Room Essentials. I've seen quite a few. I think seven generation has some good, and they're not aerosol. They're like a pump type of thing. That turns into an aerosol. They're smaller, and then it's another company I like. It's called Zumi, ZUM. I want to say it's ZUMI. I only ever found it at Publix and at CVS. The first time I found it at CVS, it's a little bottle like this, but you can see the essential oil sitting right on top. You shake it up, spray it. It smells good, and it smells good for a long time. This air freshener is so good, you can use it on your body because it's essential oil and a carrier oil, and then mixed with water, so it doesn't have all the craziness in it. So you can spray it in the air, spray it on your body, spray it on your furniture. You can spray it wherever. But it wasn't cheap. It was like $8.50, and it's probably an 8-ounce thing. But I'd rather spend the $8.50 now and not have some cancer causing stuff in my air. So either
because the aerosols have fluorocarbons.
Yes.
For one thing, and I used to work next to a gentleman. He had an office next to mine, and you know how us ladies are. Like, I was sprayed a little air freshener and whatever, and then he came to me one day like he was dying. You know, he was making this whole big thing, and I'm thinking he was being all extra or whatever. And he was like, "Every time you spray that stuff, I can't breathe." And I'm like, you know what?
He probably was a smoker.
But it's true. And I look, whenever I go into the stores, it's usually in the candle section. Wherever they have their candles, you can find all of the different oils. A couple of companies that I have been affiliated with, they do the oils. Melaleuca has all types of oils. And I have probably 3 or 4 diffusers that I've got just from Melaleuca. I had some from It Works. You know, and they come in handy. They definitely come in handy. So just grab yourself one.
That, and then I know my CBD company. Hold on. My CBD company, Healthy Place, and a lot of you are already affiliated with Healthy Place Botanicals. They have a bunch. They have a bunch. And what I like about them, they have the buy 3 get 1 free, and you know that it's going to be high quality products. For whatever it is that you're doing.
I swear by that peppermint you gave me. That peppermint is amazing. And I just take 1 or 2 drops and rub it inside my palms, and then just cup my face. Just cover my nose and just breathe in deeply for about 10 or 15 seconds. Amazing. Amazing.
The trick to using essential oils, though, with your hands is you have to make sure that you wash your hands really, really good, because if you don't, just like eating chicken with hot sauce, you be done wipe that hot stuff in your eye. So you just got to make sure you
got peppermint chicken.
Peppermint chicken, and then you got hot sauce and essential oil, and you do like this, and then all of a sudden your eye burning. So you want to make sure that you wash your hands really, really good when handling any of the essential oils, because they can be an irritant if you touch your lips or your eyes, any part of your body that is like your mouth or something. So you just want to make sure that you wash your hands really good after doing that. So I think that's a wrap.
Yes, that's a wrap of that today. And thank you, everybody, for coming out. Darlaina, we love you. We love you. We love the information. And we wasn't talking about poop today, so I'm happy.
I'm going to say that for next week. Well, thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Have an amazing rest of your day. We'll talk real soon. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Remember, as Mr. Satchel says, take charge of your life, because if you don't, the doctors will, the lawyers will, somebody will. So take charge of your life so that no one else will. Have an amazing rest of your day. Bye for now.
Bye-bye. See ya.
Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.